John Gaydeski, a two-sport athlete, competed as a thrower for track and field as well as a defensive end for the football team. He secured a spot as an NCAA qualifier in 1968 by setting the NCAA Mid-Atlantic regional record in the javelin.
John and I played together for a number of years, and he was one of the selfless guys who always went out there and just did his job, buttoned his chin strap, went out there and no fanfare, just went out and did his job. And I enjoyed very much playing with him as the captain of the team in 1967. I remember that he got his first start against Gettysburg, and one of the columnists said afterwards that Gaydeski got himself established, and he's really not going to be unseated in that position, and that certainly proved to be the case. I actually never knew that John was multi-athlete, if you will, and was also a javelin thrower. I think had I known that, I would have been a little bit more deferential, if you will, in our conversations, sort of along the lines of yes sir, no sir.
During the first varsity track and field meet of his senior year, the Vandergrift, Pennsylvania native broke the Lafayette javelin school record. He went on to set the final mark in the prelims of the 1969 Penn Relays, where he heaved a throw of 249 feet 4 inches to advance to the finals and finish fourth.
I recall when John and I were playing together, we would be lined up on what's called the strong side of a formation, and he would be shading the outside shoulder of the tight end, and I would be sort of in his hip pocket, so to speak, as the rover back. And so at 5'7", 165 pounds as I was, it was easy for me to become invisible behind somebody who was 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. And so when a play came our way, John would step up and shed the block, and I would come in and make the tackle. And as it would go, the guy who made the tackle was the one who got all the press. So John did the heavy lifting, and I came in and made the tackle. So I owe him a belated thanks.
On the gridiron, he earned first-team All-Pennsylvania College honors in 1968 when the program went 7-3, then its best record since 1940. He was an All-Middle-Atlantic Conference first-team selection that year and an honorable mention during the previous season. As a senior, the religious studies major received the 1969 Charles L. Albert Award, given to the most outstanding Lafayette athlete.
John, this is a great honor, and I know that in addition to myself, your teammates on the team of 1967 share our support for you in winning this award. We certainly wish you all the best. And go Pards, beat Lehigh.
After graduation, he played one season of pro football for the Hartford Knights. Gaydeski then joined the Air Force in 1970, flying both F-4 and F-111 fighters, which included a combat tour in Southeast Asia. He recalls activities like jumping from planes and working alongside forces at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. He retired from active duty 20 years later as a captain and received his Master's of Public Administration from Central Michigan in 1990. While spending the next 15 years as a town or city manager in various municipalities, he became involved in acting, completing several stage plays and commercials. Currently, he resides in Concord, North Carolina, and works alongside his son running a scuba diving and swim instruction business. Gaydeski has 5 children and 4 grandchildren who live in various parts of the United States.